God is great, God is good.
Let him thank him for our food, amen.
Amen.
What would we do without the gay boy? What would we do? What would we do?
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. We are here doing OGA in a new location.
Hell yeah! We're in the Brook to the Lynn.
We are in the Brook to the Lynn. I just moved to Brooklyn. Thank you very much.
We decided to take a little gander again on Netflix. Love the Netflix.
Netflix
They're
is-
coming through.
They're spending a lot of money on its original content, and it is
Yes.
looking great.
It's real cute.
Yeah.
We're talking about Nanette.
Hannah Gadsby, who's a comedian. It's a comedy show that she does on Netflix. It's an hour long.
She's Australian.
Totally
And
worth your time.
It's so good. And I think the gag was that people, of course, were listening and watching to the show because it's a comedian, so let's have fun, let's laugh. But she kind of turned the tables partway through.
I'd say about
Not too
halfway
far,
through,
yeah, halfway through.
Yeah.
Oof, she hit me some nerves in good ways, but too.
What I appreciated about it the most was I feel like a lot of comedy in general is about your own identity, right? She took that whole model, I think, for me, and worked through her own exploration of identity that she's having kind of in real time.
She talks about how, her story needs to really be told in its totality and in its honesty, and not just in the punchline setup. I loved it because she's like, it is not humility to do that, it is humiliation. And I was like, woo! Okay, words of wisdom. She says later on how that it really is just freezing that moment in its tragedy and just replaying it over and over every time you do a show, basically.
Yeah. After I watched Nanette the first time, I watched a lot of stand-up comedy. So I was on Netflix watching these 15-minute stand-up comedy lineup, I think they have.
Yeah.
And there was one comic who was a bigger guy, gay, and pointed both those things out and talked basically about how he couldn't get laid and how big he was, and I was like, God, that's so sad. Having that kind of psychology that she puts in this special in my mind, and I was like, oh God, people are laughing and the jokes are funny, but I feel bad for you, actually.
And are they laughing with him or at him? It's like you are degrading yourself for someone else's enjoyment, but you are degrading yourself.
Right. To use Hannah Gadsby's phrase, the people who live in the margins. So the comedians who live in the margins tend to use their minority status or their insecurities as fodder for comedy.
She talks about her story. She needs to tell her story. She literally ends with that. I need to tell my story, and I hope that you will. My story is your story, and I hope that you can listen and you can kind of take it and let it live. I just got the chills. And that's what we're doing with the show. It's like we're just telling our stories to hopefully let someone else be able to relate to their story and want to tell their story, and good begets good, and helping others. What else are we here for but to help each other out along the way in some fashion that you're comfortable with.
What she also says in that same moment is that she doesn't fit.
Right.
She doesn't fit in.
She doesn't fit.
She doesn't fit in, and she realizes that that's why she doesn't feel like she fits into this gender binary.
I totally related to her when she said that. I don't think I belong to any of it, honestly. And I was like, I get what you're saying. She's talking about how the closet hides identity. It doesn't hide shame.
Oof. And wait a minute. Thank you for bringing that back around.
And I was just oh my God, yes. I have so much shame in my life. Because she talks about how she didn't tell her grandmother that she was gay, and she forgot, didn't realize it. And then later on comes back and says, actually, the reason I didn't tell her is because I was still ashamed of who I was. She's like, not intellectually in my head, in my heart, in here. I was like, oh. She says, in regards to laughter being medicine, she says, actually, stories hold our cure. Laughter is just the honey that sweetens the bitter medicine. It's not laughter that's gonna be the medicine to fix you. It's really knowing what your shit is and working through your shit.
Telling your story. Yes.
And healing that way. That's the medicine.
Yeah.
If you can laugh along the way, awesome. It's probably gonna feel good. It's gonna be sweeter.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do the fixing of yourself.
Yes.
That shit's bitter.
Girl.
I love that.
Girl. And you know what? We always say this in this show, y'all. But let me tell you, that is why Brandon and I are doing this show. And sometimes it might seem like it's therapy because it is. I will say, the more and more Brandon and I do this, the more open we become, the more we tell. But that is why we're doing this.
Yes.
This is us telling our story, and that is so important. It's so important.
Hope you can watch Nanette on
Please.
Netflix. It's on. They're probably going to keep it on for a while, so please go watch it and enjoy whatever you can out of watching it.
Because you will get something out of it.
You'll get something.
As always, you can always email us at agendabegay@gmail.com
Or you can hit us up on Instagram at chic_chanteur.
or at thedelon.com. Remember to subscribe.
Yes, please.
We're here every Monday.
We love being here, and we'll have something new for you next week.
Until then, this has been Whose Agenda?
Your agenda.
My agenda. Our gay agenda. Did I say that right? I don't know if I said that right.
What would we do without the gay boy? What would we do? What would we do?